Alright, I am running an experiment for dahlias in containers, and I want to make a log. So this is going to be my first log to look at which ones are flowering first and how they're doing overall, and then going all the way up until when I pull the tubers out of the pots at the end of season. So this is going to be my log. I have went through and numbered every one of the tags, and I could keep a log on a spreadsheet on my computer. But I want to do it on film, which will help me. Container number 1 is a Dahlia Arnhem. It is soil type number 1. It's beautiful. My favorite flower so far. Container number 2 is Lavender Perfection, soil type number 2, or soil mix number 2. Container number 3 is a Gladiola. It is My Love and Fidelio, and it is soil mix number 1. Not blooming yet. It's a little early. Container number 4 is Big Brother. Soil type number 3. Container 4, Big Brother, soil type number 3, and it is blooming. This one's, I think, the tallest one I've got. This is Akita. This is container number 5, soil type number 2. Again, it's pretty tall. It's beautiful. Akita. This is container number 6. It's called Lucky Number. It's supposed to be pink when it blooms. And it is soil type number 2. It's only about a foot tall. Has not bloomed yet. Container 6. This is container number 7, which is Lavender Perfection. Soil type number 3. And it has not bloomed yet. It certainly looks like it's going to be red and not lavender, but container number 7, Lavender Perfection, soil type number 3. Container number 8 is a Gladiola, and it's Fior something. I'll have to look, see if I can find the tag and get the right spelling. I'll put it on screen. Container number 8 is a Gladiola, soil type number 3. I've got a question mark on it, so there must have been something wrong when I planted it or something I was questioning. So we'll find out. Container number 9 is Manhattan Island, soil type number 3. It has not bloomed yet, but it's looking healthy. It just hasn't bloomed yet. It's about, I bet, 2 feet tall. Maybe. So container number 10 is Arnhem, pretty small, about a foot tall. This is container 10, soil type or soil mix number 2. Container number 11 is Akita. I already had a bloom come and go on this, and I think this one just faded too, so I should deadhead it. So this already had 2 blooms. Container 11, Akita, soil mix number 3. Container number 12 is Lucky Number. It's a Dahlia. It is soil mix number 2, and it's got a nice little red single bloom there. Again, that's container number 12, Lucky Number, soil mix number 2. Container number 13 is Manhattan Island. It looks like a nice healthy plant, no blooms as of yet. Soil mix number 1. Container 14 is another Gladiola. Blue Conqueror is the number. It's supposed to be a purple color. Soil mix number 1. Container number 15 is another Lucky Number 1. It's a shorter dahlia from the looks of it. They're all shorter, I think. I'll have to compare my notes in the end. Soil mix number 3. Plant looks healthy but not ready to bloom. Here's container number 16. It's called Renhall Dark Pink. Or it's Renhall Dark. It must be a pink variety. Number 16. Again, soil mix number 3. It's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. Container number 17 is Manhattan Island. Soil mix number 2. It's a fairly tall dahlia, and it looks like it's got good buds starting. But it's not blooming just yet, maybe another week. This little dahlia in here is an Arabian Nights, container number 18, soil mix number 3. Container number 19 is another big brother. It's an orange color, and soil mix number 1, and it is blooming really nice. Nice peachy color. Container number 20 is Lavender Perfection, soil mix number 1, and it's got a couple of nice blooms on it. Again, I don't think it looks lavender, but container 21 is Purple Gem. It's pretty small, only about a foot tall, and it is a soil mix number 3. And notice I've got a question mark because the tuber itself was really little. I find that interesting. It's a good thing I mark it. 21, soil mix 3. Container number 22 is an Arabian Night. It's a nice healthy plant. It's got some buds forming. Soil mix number 1. Container 23 is a Maniac Dahlia. This is one I overwintered. The original bulb came from Swan Island Dahlia, and it's soil mix number 3. Container number 24 is another Gladiola. It's too soon for those. We got about 2 weeks, I think, before we're going to start seeing those bloom. And it's My Love and Fidelio. It's probably pink. I'll have to look it up and see what it looks like. And soil mix number 3. But it looks very, very healthy. Container 25 is Blue Conqueror. Another Gladiola. Looks healthy. It has less blooms than the last one. And this is soil mix number 3, so that'll be interesting. Let's see what happens there. Container 26 is Lucky Number, another dahlia, and it's very healthy. Gosh, I bet it's 18 inches tall. Looks beautiful. And it is soil mix number 3. Container 27 is another Big Brother variety, soil mix number 3, and it is blooming right now. It looks good. Container 28 is another Big Brother variety, soil mix number 1, and it is blooming. It's got a lot more blooms on it actually than the other ones. I don't know if this was a bigger bulb to begin with, but it looks healthier than the number 3 mix. Note for the log. Again, Dahlia 20, container 28, Big Brother, soil mix number 1. Lots and lots of blossoms on that one. Container 29 is another Arhem. It's a beautiful red color, and this one is soil mix number 3. It looks very healthy. It's probably 2 feet tall. If I can stand back a little bit, you can see. Container 32 is Penhill Dark Monarch. A smaller heads on it. This is soil mix number 1. It's only about a foot tall. It looks healthy, but it's just short. And container 33, another Big Brother, soil mix number 2. It's a little bit short, but it looks like it's very healthy. Container 34 is another Akita, soil mix number 1, and the head is forming, and you can see lots of little bulbs forming. You can see lots of flowers forming, but it's not quite ready yet. The plant looks really healthy. Container 35 is Arabian Night, soil mix number 1. It's a lot shorter than the other ones that I've seen. but it looks very healthy. Let's take a little bit of a pan view for where we're at for this little study. I have a lot of different flowers in here. Now just to finish the pan here across the east side of the deck. You can kind of see. So ironically, these dahlias here in the garden are ones that I had overwintered, and I actually did a force on them, so they were ready about 3 weeks ahead of the other ones I just went through. And even though they're taller, they are not blooming more than the other ones that we just looked at. So I thought that was interesting to note. I think this one is electric flash. I'll have to look at the tag. I didn't mark what soil I used on these, so I can't tell you what it is. But yeah, they don't seem to be ahead of the other ones. So forcing by 3 weeks didn't seem to help me. So here is a quick look at the results on July 20th. It has been 2 months since I potted up these dahlias and then some gladiolas. This data is showing the results of the dahlias for which ones are in bloom right now, and the gladiolas I've removed from this statistic since the gladiolas aren't supposed to be blooming yet anyway. So what it's showing, soil groups 1 and 2 are relatively the same as far as percentage of dahlias blooming, and soil group 3 is drastically different. It is half the amount of dahlias blooming. I didn't mention in the beginning of this video, but I have the same varieties of dahlias, multiples of them, to be able to show the different soil tests against the same variety of dahlias to make it as scientific as possible. If this video is helpful, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share this content with others. If you enjoy this type of research, please consider subscribing so you can see how it plays out over the rest of the season as I continue to track the soil mixes I used and how they're going to perform with dahlias. And it should be quite interesting. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.